Hi, everyone. I hope you can hear me. I'm in my room, as you can see. I really miss being in here. This is a thing. So I can't say anything back to you guys if you ask me a question or anything. So I apologize. I hope you can hear me okay and make the sound better. So I wanted to check in with everyone and I hope everybody's doing okay. 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 So um, about people are dealing with this. So some people are completely fine with staying at home and cleaning their house, and there's lots of projects to do. Some people are going a little stir crazy. Some people's anxiety is getting to them. So I want to start this Wellness Wednesdays with Harmony in order to keep in contact, have social contact, connect, and talk about how to stay well through this. So, physically, boosting our immune system, taking herbs, using essential oils, but also to mentally, emotionally keep well. Because it is so unusual right now, and especially when we don't know what's going to happen next. There's a lot of anxiety about that. So I've come up with four things that, well, aside from all the things that, wash your hands and wear a mask and, shelter and stay inside, besides all those things that you're seeing out there on the internet, there are four things that I'd like to talk about today. Specifically, is go back to your breath. Deep breathing. So do some grounding, deep breathing. The deep breathing allows you to shift from a sympathetic state to a parasympathetic state. So sympathetic is fight or flight or freeze, and parasympathetic is relaxation, restoration, healing. And if you're one of my patients, you've heard me say this many, many times, but I still say it. I mean, for 20 years, I've been saying the same thing because it's so essential. We have to breathe anyway. So, and it's nothing special. We don't have to buy anything, we don't have to do anything different, but just find a comfortable space and lie down, stand up, sit up, whatever you would like to do, and put your hand on your abdomen and pretend that you're filling your abdomen like a big balloon. Take a deep breath in through your nose and then exhale out through your mouth. So take a moment now to do two or three deep, long breaths. And I want you to do this throughout the day, wherever you are, washing dishes, maybe while you're looking at social media and you start getting stressed, definitely do it then, before you go to bed. So, this deep breathing really helps ground us, which means being fully present in our bodies. And with modern day society, it's really hard to stay present in our bodies. There's so much else out there to do that we're always on the struggle, deep breath, come back to the present. I'm not lost and spiral out of control into anxiety with those what ifs. So try to bring yourself back with the deep grounding breaths. So deep breathing, acceptance of what's happening and not struggling and fighting so much. And then a routine. Number three is create a routine for yourself. And some people already have, some people are very routine people and some people are not. But it is helpful to create some kind of a routine to help out during this time because humans like structure and routine. It makes us feel safe. And then the fourth thing is self care. So make sure you're doing enough to take care of yourself. Um, I think that a lot of people are either trying to ignore or perhaps they're hyper focusing on something like we've seen with the toilet paper, right? Little bit, it seems crazy, but it in times of crisis, I mean, this is pandemic, so it is like a world crisis. People have this extra energy and a need to do something. So sometimes it can be altruistic, helping others, reaching out to people, elderly who are shut into their houses, or hoarding of things because of a fear. So that's definitely what the toilet paper thing is all about. Um, so hopefully, by doing the four things, keeping grounded, accepting where we are today, and creating a new routine for the new reality of today, and self care. Those four things, if we have those, that will help. So, especially the breathing, just always go back to deep breathing. When in doubt, take a deep breath and take it throughout the day. If you have an app or a phone, a watch, set a reminder every hour when you hear it beep or vibrate or whatever. Then these COVID-19 prevention put together. I don't know if you can see it. So that Supreme Protector, ran out of stock of Supreme Protector, but we have Super Adaptogen right now. Hopefully you can see that, Super Adaptogen. This is a very comparable formula. It's really wonderful for the immune system. It is $32. And the next one we have in this kit is, many of you know this one already, it's Plum Flower Gunmaling. So this Gunmaling is excellent to have in the cabinet at all times. Actually, all of these items in here are excellent, and that's why the first one, the Super Adaptogen, is to help boost your immune system and keep you strong. This one can be used as a preventative, or usually Lars and I recommend it for when you actually catch a cold or you start feeling the beginning of a cold. This is amazing. These herbal formulas are antiviral and work very effectively. They're very strong. This one, unfortunately, they did raise their price recently. It's $25. And then our third item in kit A is from Snow Lotus Essential Oils. And it's, I don't know if you can see it, it's called ViraWay. It's a blend of essential oils, but this is a great oil to have. Acupressure point prescription. And I will go over that as well. Let's see. So in your kits, you'll have as well as the dosages and how to take them. And then for the essential oils, and putting one drop on your palm and then rubbing and inhaling. It's called deep palm inhalation. Deep palm inhalation, also steam inhalation. This is close your eyes because, right here on the foot arch, 1 to 2 times a day, and then hold it there, and do that. Then you can take a deep breath as well. So you could do it together. Also, using a nebulizer is wonderful. You can do, also using a nebulizer is wonderful. You can do, there are there's bacteria, mold, everything in a room. That I would recommend using the essential oils. And then I want to go over cutting in and out. Maki@hcwcenter.com. If there's anything you'd like at hcwcenter.com, possibly come and do a get, and we talk about the products that they offer. And we are trying to set up an online shopping through our website so that you can use all of your stuff. So that's something that we're currently working on. Hopefully next week we'll have it up and running. So now I want to go to the acupressure point prescription here. So right now, I just want you to know that these are, I have the acupuncture points here, and you don't have to worry. You don't have to be exact. Your acupuncturist has to be exact. But for acupressure, you just want to get in the general area and activate the point. So find a place, maybe sitting, lying down, where you can relax. The first one is on your foot. It's called Liver 3, and this helps a lot with stress. So for lack of better, I could have cards and pictures, but I figured actually seeing it on someone's body is easier. So I'm going to bring my foot up here. So here's the foot, the big toe, the second toe, go in between, and then go up the foot. Not too far, because if you hit this bone here, you're up too high. You want to go right before that. So between the big toe and the second toe, and then go up, you'll feel a tender point in there. And make sure you don't press too hard. You don't want to bruise yourself. So just gently. Some people like to rub in a circular fashion. Some people like to tap. There's something called EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, which uses a lot of tapping and things like that. If you like that, actually, to my acupuncture school 20 some years ago, and they were telling us of this idea, and they were using the acupuncture points. So, neat little tidbit there. So, they do use acupuncture points. So, you can tap if you want, or you can just do circular pressing there, or you can go in. If you're really sensitive, you can just hold the point, do some deep breathing, and perhaps you'll feel some energy moving. If not, that's okay. That is okay. Some of our patients feel the chi move when we do acupuncture, some people do not. And that is okay, it is still working. Although I believe that of the people who say they do not feel it, I truly believe they do. It's just very subtle, and their mind has kind of just blocked it out or ignored it or just brushed it off as, oh, that's nothing. Because in our day to day, if we hit ourselves, we usually pay attention to that, something obvious. Heat, cold, pain, pressure, something like a cut or scrape or something. Those things are very obvious to our nervous system. But something like chi is something that is a little bit foreign. So until you actually learn what the chi, kind of like where most people get bunion, but just a little bit under it. So you don't want to be right on the bone, you want to go right for the bone. So you'll press right and massage. You can do, instead of, and make sure you do some deep breathing as you're doing it. And then for the other leg point, it's called stomach 3. So excuse my legs, but find your shin bone and go to the lateral side of your shin bone, which means the outer part of your leg. So this is my left foot. Okay, so go shin bone, follow it up. Kneecap is right here, the soft spot right before the bone. This is a really big point. It's called 3 extra mile is how it's translated. So it really boosts your whole body. It boosts your blood, your chi, and it's a great point for the immune system. It's also, so probably the leg points that are sitting up, and then the other point you can do lying down. In Chinese, one of your major. Next, find your sternum or your chest bone right in the center, and then of that. Okay, bottom of your sternum or chest bone, and then your belly button. Go halfway in between, right here. So we have this point, the thumb and the navel, this point. These points you can rub or you can just hold. Make sure you keep those 2 points really warm all the time. Okay, these are major energy points for the body, and it's really important to keep them warm. Practices, for example, the chakras are big energy centers of the body, so they're very important. You want to keep those covered, protected, warm. Put your hand on them. You can put a heat pack on them. Of course, there's the heart center too, so you can do all 3. You do the heart center, this center, as well as this center. And it's okay. It doesn't matter which direction you rub in, just as long as you're giving yourself that warmth and love. So those are those. I want to go to kidney 27, which is up here by the collarbone. So find your collarbone here in the midline. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to go just below the collarbone and to both sides of the midline. You can rub with one hand like this, or you can do with two, or you can tap. I know that this is definitely a point that's used in EFT, like this. You can tap this way, whatever feels comfortable to you. And then kidney 27 is a great point. It has a lot of functions. I'm kind of calm fear for sure, but it also connects with the lung and the kidneys. I don't want to go too much in that. And again, it's very for acupressure. You don't have to be specific. You can be a little bit more forgiving. You can do a general round. Now you may find something tender. I find that often my patients with asthma or something with their upper respiratory system, they definitely allergies, asthma, they definitely have tender points here. So you may find a specific point and be like, oh, wow, just rub on that. That's great. Okay. One. Okay. Reach your hand out as if you're going to shake, or you can do thumbs up, whichever one. Let me turn a little this way. Okay. So here's the wrist. And there is a bone right here. You can feel the top. And what you want to do is come back slightly to a soft part. So here's the bone that kind of sticks out, right? And then go back just a little bit. And it's right on top. So it's not really on this side and it's not really on this side. It's right in the middle. That's viruses. So you want to massage that. It's a little bit tender skin, so you don't want to massage it too hard. Just a little. There is also a vein that runs through here on most people. So we always have to be careful when we needle that. So we want to do that. Okay, so then the last point is called, so what you do, cross your arms like this. Let me do this so you can see my elbow. So it's on the elbow. And so you can find your elbow. And there's usually an elbow crease that most people have right here. Okay. So from the tendon, usually most people have a tendon, you know, where they take blood right here. There's a tendon right here. You can feel it. This is the biceps tendon. So from here, just find the crease that's right here and go to the end of the crease. And you want to massage that. This one, you can go a little deeper and massage. You want to relax this hand. So you could even just lying in bed or sitting up, just massage it like this. You can do both at the same time, or you could do one at a time. So I hope that helped. I have these point prescriptions written out in full and all the instructions, and they go in each kit. If you want just the acupressure, that is fine too. You can contact me at my email, maki@hcwcenter. If you need something more specific, the phone consultations are $20, and I'd be happy to help you out. A lot of people are starting to do things like that. So I could work on a wellness plan with you or work on meditation, things like that. Make a wipe. This is a great one that will kill. It helps with lungs, actually.